Carlton Morris, how much have you enjoyed this season at Shrewsbury?
So much, yeah. It's been brilliant. Not just on the pitch, but off the pitch as well. So it's a really good group of lads here. I've got on with everyone, and obviously we've enjoyed success, but more importantly, made some really good friends here.
Is it? I mean, you've been loaned here and there a little bit. Is it more helpful to spend a whole season somewhere so you can probably get embedded there?
Yeah, definitely. I was talking to someone earlier about it. If I'm going at the beginning of the season where you can really, get some pre-season games under your belt, integrate with the squad, I back myself to go and have a successful season. That's what happened this year, but because it's much easier to, become part of the team, and I think people underestimate how important it is to get settled off the pitch as it correlates to your performances on the pitch. You know what I mean? So yeah, it has been really important for me.
When you rocked up here in pre-season, what were your expectations and how have they differed to how it's actually all panned out?
Well, when I went into the change room, the gaffer had put up a sort of one of them, bet tables, where predicted tables, and we were like second bottom, expected to finish there, and it said under it, "We are rubbish," and I think that really kind of stuck in a few people's heads. Definitely stuck in mine. Then obviously, first 16 games we went unbeaten, and you just walk past that every day and have a little smile to yourself. But yeah, so it's definitely exceeded my expectations. But saying that, we've got a brilliant management staff, we've got a good strong team with good heads and good camaraderie in the dressing room, so I can't be too surprised at how well we've done.
Personally too, did you come here with personal expectations of what you wanted to achieve, and have you done that?
Yeah, I've set a few targets. I'd like to get into double figures, which I've just scraped that, but yeah, and just to have a successful season and play a lot of games, get experience under my belt so I can go back to Norwich a better player.
Yeah, you talk about the goals. I mean, it's all anyone will look at, I think, especially back in Norwich. How many goals has Carlton got? Is it just about that? Speaking to Paul Hurst, I mean, he's been really pleased with how you've contributed much more widely than just scoring goals. Yeah,
obviously with the way we play, I have much more of an impact, in the game than maybe a usual striker would have, in terms of touches, in terms of making runs, holding the ball up, even like defensively. So more of an all-rounded player, but at the end of the day, it is about goals, so that was what we judged on, so it would be nice to get a few more of them.
Yeah, spot on. And as you touched on earlier, you feel that this year you're a much better player than the one that arrived here in August?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the same every season. If you're playing games, you're only gonna get better. We've got a good training regime here. I've gotten stronger as an athlete, fitter. I feel I can deal with 3 games in a week, whereas before I probably couldn't have. So yeah, I've definitely come on leaps and bounds this season.
Again, on the goals, every goal I'm sure feels brilliant, but to score a goal in that playoff semi-final in a big game, there must be something a little bit satisfying about doing that.
Yeah, honestly, the feeling at the time was the best feeling in my career by far, I think, other than winning the Youth Cup, obviously. No, it was unbelievable, honestly, just because you're making so many people happy at one time, and sending this town to Wembley again, which I think it deserves, to be fair, because the fans really got behind us this season and done us proud. So yeah, it was an unbelievable feeling.
Speaking to Ben just a moment ago, he said it was good to have you here and you could take him under his wing and all that sort of stuff. Has it been helpful for you as well, having Ben here?
Yeah, it has been good, to be fair. Me and Ben have really our relationship's grown a lot since we've been here together, but I've taken him under my wing a lot and made him the player he is now, so he'll be very thankful for that. But it's been brilliant having Ben here as well. Having a familiar face, it does help you sort of integrate into the team a bit better. Plus you've always got that link back to Norwich, so you don't forget your base. Indeed.
And again, Neil Adams has been here a lot. I'm sure you've spoken to him a lot in this year too. In terms of the connection, some players go out on loan and they maybe don't have that connection with their parent clubs, but have you had that with Norwich while you've been here? Yeah, definitely. Neil's been brilliant, to be fair. Speak to him after every game usually, and I'll always give his 2-piece, which is helpful because Neil knows the game. I mean, he's brilliant. I think it's been so helpful to me and Ben this season, and Ibu while he was here. So yeah, it's been great having him. Again, people want to know about the future, want to know what happens beyond this season, but they're all conversations, aren't they, that haven't happened yet. You don't know where you're going to be next year and how it's going to pan out. No, definitely. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. You can talk until I'm blue in the face about it, but at the end of the day, it's how I perform in pre-season. That's going to
have Stuart Webber, the boss back at Norwich, looking at me in different ways. So I'll just have to speak with how I perform.
Yeah, top man. And back to Sunday, which is obviously a huge game. You've been to Wembley already this season. I'm sure that's going to play a part in what you take onto the pitch there. How much are you looking forward to what you can actually do in that kind of setting?
Yeah, it's the big stage, isn't it? That's what football is. That's why we play the game, to get to these sort of spectacles, because it was brilliant last time. Even though we didn't get the result we wanted, just being at Wembley, I think, you know, that boyish dreams kind of, you know, and hopefully that novelty is kind of worn off on us as a team a little bit, if that makes sense, because you don't really want to be getting too caught up in all that. We've got a job to do at the end of the day, so yeah, we'll go and enjoy the game, but first and foremost, got to roll our sleeves up and get the result.
And a word just finally for the manager, because he is, as you say, exceeded expectations hugely. He's moulded a pretty young squad. He's kept the strikers, all of you, on board in that, and you know, played you when he's needed to. What's he been like to work under? How has he got the best out of you?
I think he's brilliant, to be fair. Just for me personally, and obviously the rest of the team likes him, but you know, just the training routine's a big thing, and I think he's got that spot on, and just his man management skills with the players, how we talk to everyone, how we make you feel, you know, like you're part of a team. And he says it all the time, like it's not a starting 11 game. Do you know what I mean? It's a squad game, not just the bench. It's the whole squad is, you know, been important this season and got us crucial results and crucial games coming off the bench. Players not in the squad going into the team. You know, he's not afraid to mix it up. So everyone's got to be ready at all time. I think it really keeps us on our toes as a squad.
One more job to do on Sunday.
One more job, one more game, and hopefully promotion to the Championship.
Good luck, Carlton.